Hi guys, welcome back to our calculus videos. This is a short video for my calculus class for section 1.2 when we're talking about limits numerically by table. So a couple things notation wise we would just want to review here. We have going along with the definition of a limit that we talked about in class, as x approaches an x value, what do we get as a y value? Because remember, f of x is the same as y. So a couple things we want to make sure we remember. I know it's maybe a little bit hard right here, but right here we have x approaching c with a little plus sign. That means we're only going to look at the y value as we approach x from the right. So from the right side, we're coming in to look at it. And this one right here has a little negative sign here. That means we're approaching from the left. So from the left, we're approaching and to see what we have. And then with no plus or minus, this is our overall, what we're going to look at. That's as we approach from the left and from the right, what do we have for a y value here? So looking at a table here. All right, so I got like three examples we're going to take a look at. Here's one that's actually from our textbook. We have the X and Y table already filled in. So they actually did all the work for us. So it looks like right now what we're doing is, all right, we're saying, all right, what are we approaching here? We're approaching, you can't really see that, but we're approaching 1, okay? So what happens when we approach 1 from the right and we pick really small numbers? So if I said here then, all right, what's the limit as x approaches 1 from the right? All right. And what we do here is that here's 1.25, 1.1, 1.01, 1.001. We're getting really close to 1 from the right side if you think of it as like a number line. We look at the y value, 3.8, 3.3, 3.03, 3.003. It looks like, if we made an educated guess, the y value is going to be 3. Now, if we do that same thing and we look at the limit as x approaches 1 from the left side, what do we get? Well, from the left side, 0.75, 0.9, 0.99, 0.999. Again, we're really getting close to 1 from the left side here. We look at the y values, 2.3, 2.7, 2.9, 2.997. It looks like we're still going to wind up getting close to 3. So now we know that the right-sided limit was 3, the left-sided limit was 3. Therefore, remember the little 3 dots, therefore, the limit overall, as we just approach 1 from both sides, from the left and the right, we are converging to the same number as we saw here, and that's 3. Okay, so let's take a look at another one. Here we got another table here where it looks like we're approaching 0. Okay, so we're approaching 0 here. So again, let's talk here. What's the limit as x approaches 0 from the right side? All right, so from the right side, 0.01, 0.001, 0.0001. Again, getting really close to 0 there. We look at the y values. And it looks like here, the way this is working out, it looks like getting really close to 2. Now, what about the limit as x approaches 0 from the left side? So just this side. Again, we're getting really close to 0 from the left side, 1.99, 1.999, and so on. And again, it looks like we are getting really close to 2. So therefore, the limit from the right's 2, the limit from the left is 2. Therefore, if we just say the limit overall from both sides, as we approach 0, is going to be 2. Now, is it always going to be like that? No, it's not always going to be like that. We just showed the first 2 examples that we are approaching the left and the right, and we wound up converging to that same number. But that's not always the case, and that's okay. So if we look at this table here, all right, so we're approaching 0, all right? So we're approaching 0 right here. So again, if I want to go the limit as we approach 0 from the right. So that's this that's the right side approaching 0. So 0.1, 0.001, 0.0001. We got negative 3.9, negative 3.99, and so on. So it looks like we're going to get negative 3 for this one. And then now I want to approach 0 from the left side. So the limit as we approach 0 from the left side, and if we look at this table, again, we're getting really close to 0 from the left side. 2.9, 2.99, 2.9. This one looks like it's going to positive 3. Okay, so the right side was negative 3. The right side from the left side, it was positive 3. Now that what does that mean overall? Okay, now again, if looking at our notes in class, we know that the limit as x approaches 0 overall, because we're not converging to the same number. Okay, the right side was negative 3, the left side was positive 3. Because those are two different numbers, this limit overall does not exist. And that's what we use for our answer. When the left side and the right side don't match up, we say it does not exist. Okay, so there's 3 quick examples of doing limits by table. So make sure you comment or ask any questions to follow up with, and thanks for tuning in.